Welcome to video lecture on software architecture and design pattern. So we had discussed in the previous video how design pattern solves design problems. So now let us continue with the same task. So there are some common issues of redesign along with design pattern. So these are the some common cause of redesign with design pattern. So we will address with the issue of the causes of design pattern along with what are the suitable design pattern we can come across the particular redesign the fact. Creating an object by specifying a class explicitly. So here, we can, whenever we need to specifying a class name, when we create an object which commits to a particular implementation instead of particular interfaces. So actually commitment can be a very complicated for the future or further changes. So to avoid these kind of things, we need to create a class indirectly. That is required. So we can use the design pattern, abstract factory method, prototype can be a suitable for the this particular creating an object by specifying a class explicitly. So the next one is dependence on specific operations. So whenever we need to specify a particular operation, so we need to commit one of the client or satisfying request. So avoiding hard coded request, so we can make it easier to change the request which is get satisfied by the both whenever the compile time and run time. So this is the issue always getting in compile time or the run time. So here there are suitable pattern is design patterns are chain of responsibility and command. So now the third one is dependency on hardware and software platform. So this is about, we need to talk about system, whatever the operating external operating system interface and application programming interfaces, that is called API. So maybe are in the different on hardware or software platforms. So whatever it is that one, so it is even difficult to keep update on the particular native platform. So its redesign is system so that limit its the particular platform dependencies. So in these cases we need to apply abstract factory and bridge design patterns are the very suitable. Similarly, dependency on object representation or implement. This is client or customer knows that. Client knows that. So whenever the object representation, their location, optimized, extended, reusable technique, he knows that, then he can be uh, that implemented or it might need to be changed when the object changes. Whenever the object changes, we need to change the all the whatever represented while creating an object. So hiding the information from the client, which also keep changes for the cascading techniques. So here abstract factory, bridge, memento, proxy are well suitable for the dependency on object representation and implementation. So next one is the algorithm dependency. So we know that algorithm is an optimized technique, reusable technique. So that will have a particular changes, whatever that one when the algorithm changes, dependent on algorithm. Here you can say that whatever the our reused technique is dependent on the particular algorithm. So that algorithm may be or likely to have change should be very isolated. So here builder, iterator, strategy, template, visitor, design patterns are well suited. Next, we need to talk about tightly coupling. There are two parts in tightly coupling or tight coupling or loosely coupling. So classes that are tightly coupled, which are very hard to reuse the isolation because they depend each other. We know that every class or object which whenever it is depends each other, it is very difficult to reuse. So but tightly coupled systems are monolithic systems, so where we cannot change it. So that is the problem. We need to understand it. Changing many other classes required. We need to understand carefully whenever we need to change it. So in that cases, we need to take it a suitable design pattern. So when we come to about loosely coupling means, that is the portability. That class can reused by itself, and the system can be learned, ported, modified, extended, whatever it is, very easily. So here there are some suitable design patterns. Abstract factory, abstract bridge, chain of responsibility, command, faked, mediator, observer, etc. So next one is extending functionality by subclassing. So this is, we know that customizing an object by subclassing often is not easy to the particular object or any classes. We know that every new class has its fixed or a fixed implementation, its own initialization, implementation technique, all and everything. But defining subclass also requires depth understanding of the parent class. We need to define the particular subclasses. We should completely understanding of the his parent classes. So this is the whatever the technique you have taken, extending functionality by subclassing. So there are suitable design pattern is bridge, chain of responsibility, composite, decorator, observer, and strategy pattern. Inability, next one, inability to alter the classes conveniently. So we know that sometimes you have to modify the classes which cannot be modified conveniently. This is the task whenever we need to change a modification of the particular classes, very difficult because everything we will define or object whatever the task is, already we have defined it, but modification as our convenient is very difficult. But this is the cause we can use a particular design pattern, adapter, decorator, visitors. So this is the there are certain common cause of redesign with the design pattern. So the next one is in design pattern in so particular application programs. This is, we know that particular Windows application or any other application, if you take a document editor, spreadsheet, or any graphical editor, there we need to high priorities like maintainability, how we can use in internal or external. So the design pattern which can help you to particular patterns which reduce the dependency of between the increase or using particular use of increase and external or internal reusers. So that we need to take it particular applications. And design pattern in toolkits, we know that an application will always incorporate classes from one or more libraries of predefined classes. So that toolkit will have a more number of classes, or more number of class will be predefined in a libraries of a particular file, that is called as a toolkit. A toolkit, we know that will be used particular collection of classes, list, associated table, stack. So whatever that, we can take it in an example of the toolkit. C++, all IO system calls, libraries, functions, so can be taken it as a toolkit. Another is a framework. A framework is a set of particular cooperating classes that make up reusable design a specific classes or particular software. So this is about the design pattern of application programs, toolkits and framework. So next is how to select a design pattern. This is we already studied. Before selecting a particular design pattern, we should go with consider how design pattern solve the design for whatever we have studied earlier, and scan the intent of sections. We need to that is the purpose. What type of intent section will be there in a particular design. We need to study how patterns are interrelated, how design pattern, this will come in the next diagrammatically, how one pattern is related to the another one. Next is study patterns of like purpose. We know the entire design pattern is classified under the purpose. But what purpose, what the scope, we have classified particular patterns. We need to study carefully, that is then we are going to select a particular design pattern. Examine the cause of, just now we have discussed about common cause of redesign. So we need to examine particular cause of redesign, then we need to select the particular design pattern. Consider what should be variable in our design, what are the variables, how we can be take it to a particular design pattern. This is the design pattern relationship we have taken in the particular diagram. All the 23 design pattern we have taken here, and one or the another is interrelated to the another design pattern. So next is how to use a design pattern. So this is the one thing, after selecting, after all the causes and how design pattern solves, after that we need to think it, how do you use it. Using the technique, we need to study particular approach, applying design pattern effectively. So here there are certain points they have given. So we need to think about how to use a particular design pattern. Read the pattern once through the for an overview. So we should read out the particular pattern completely with detailed studies. So go back to the study structure participant which are available in the design pattern. We know that we have divided into particular sections in a template part. There it will come. So we need to study. At the simple code sections also will be given in the particular all design pattern. We need to study the particular source code, and we will come to know that what type of this design pattern. We need to choose the name of pattern participant are meaningful in the application context. There also we need to study complete details of participant in the meaningful application context, name of the pattern. Define the classes. We need to define the classes, how the classes are defined. Define application specific name for operation in the particular pattern. Implement the operation to carry out the responsibilities and collaborations in the particular pattern. So this is the classified of the 23 design pattern, creational, structure, behavior as the purpose they have given. So design pattern also given, and aspect that can vary, where it can be, we can look it into a particular design pattern. So this is about all the design pattern, how design patterns, all the particular design problems, how to select and how to use it, and all the 23 design patterns are given. So this is about complete introduction to the design pattern. So next we will concentrate on object oriented key concept. So next part again we can take it in the next video.